to the south side. Nah, I just south side of H-Town. You got a peep game, you know what I'm saying? Cause Texas from the south, and Louisiana and Mississippi from the south, Atlanta, that's why we do the south side, the south side, yeah.
What's up, Survivor Squad? It's your girl Totally Time. We are back with another video. I'm not as energetic as I normally be when opening my videos because if you can tell by the title, today we will be talking about something a little bit more on the serious side. Not only is it something very serious, this is also something that I'm just letting you guys in on and just letting you guys know a little bit more about my life and the things that I have been through. This is also another reason why I consider myself a survivor, because really, honestly, I have been through so much growing up, still kind of going through a lot of bad things that's out of my control. And I just wanted to speak on sexual abuse and open up a little bit more about that, because like in the midst of this whole R. Kelly controversy, I see a lot of people bashing the women, and it's sickening to me and it's hurtful to me. Being someone who has went through only a small portion of what those women have been through. I do have some pointers written down right here because I don't want to I have some very important key points that I wanted to discuss, and I don't want to forget anything. One thing I do have to say is y'all will not take away from these women. Y'all will not take away from them coming out and speaking up on this. Y'all will not silence them even more than they have already been silenced. Because even whether it was money involved with it or whatever the case may be, just being a woman or a child going through something like that, that's already enough to silence you. Because who wants to talk about that? Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody has talked about sexual abuse in people's families. Like, sexual abuse mainly happen in your own family, and a lot of families don't even talk about it. This has sparked a conversation in America that needs to be talked about. And I'm not even gonna lie, also watching this whole R. Kelly thing, it has triggered a lot of past emotions for me personally. It has got to the point to where I can't even sleep at night because I'm having dreams about when I was molested. That alone is also causing problems in my relationship, because if I'm not getting enough rest, I'm angry. I'm not really myself. And then I have my boyfriend caring more about my rest and my health than I do, which is causing me to lash out at him. So it's just like, I just gotta vent about this, get this off my chest, and just try to just, obviously I need to talk about this and talk about this publicly, because there's a lot of women still to this day that they can't come out. They won't come out. They have suppressed the memory so far in the back of their head, which is what I did myself. The memory of me being molested when I was younger, I don't just think about that at all. It was way back here in the back of my head until I started watching this R. Kelly stuff, until I was able to sympathize with these women. And I'm able to sympathize with these women because it was wrong all across the board, all the way down to the parents or whoever else had anything to do with it. But it also made me think about my own personal things that I've been through, bro. I don't want to think about that. I don't even want to have to talk about it, but it's just like, it's so in my face that it's just like I have to talk about it. I'm gonna try to explain it the best way that I can remember, being that this has happened to me when I was in elementary school. I believe my cousin that molested me was 13 or around 13 at the time. I was way younger than that. He would do things like, at my aunt's house, it was like she had her living room. Then her room was in the front. She had a bathroom in her room. And then after the living room, there was her kitchen. And after her kitchen, there was like another living room area, and then it was a hallway that was always dark. That hallway was always dark. And it had rooms back there and another bathroom kind of close. My cousin's room was like the last room in that hallway. And he would he would get me in his room by saying stuff like, come see this new toy, or just little dumb stuff like that. So as a child, it's like you're telling me to come look at a toy. I'm just gonna come look at the toy. Like, so I don't even understand why people are trying to blame these women and be like, how do you let somebody even control you mentally, emotionally? How you let people do that to you? It happens. It is easy to do. Like, it happens. He would do things like that. I don't really remember that full incident. I just remember him being able to bring me into his room that day. And I also remember, like, the more he kept asking, it was just like, no, like, I'm not doing that. Now, two incidents that always stick out to me when it came down to my cousin is one day, me, my mom, and my brothers, and my aunt, which is also my mother's aunt as well, we were all just in the living room chilling. She had this little dog, and the dog just was going crazy, barking, and everybody just having a good time. I had to use the bathroom. I was already scared to go use the bathroom, and I was already holding my pee. I wasn't going to the back of that house, y'all, because it was dark in the back of that house, and the back of the house was always closed off from the rest of the house. So I was already too scared to even go to the back. So in my head, and here I am, a little girl, in my head it's like, okay, either I go back in the back of the house and I'm freaking terrified, or again, my aunt had a bathroom in her room. So it was like, okay, either I do that or I go to her room and use the bathroom, but my cousin that has been touching me is in there. I chose to go in their room. Yes, I made that decision as a child to go in their room, because to me, it was like, oh, he's not going to do anything this time, because normally when he does stuff like that, either the adults are in the front of the house or I'm asleep, which is another story that I'm going to get into. This, I was like, he's not going to do that, because there's no way that he could, like, what? He should be too scared to do that. Wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. When I first walked in their room, I believe he was ironing his clothes. He was ironing his clothes. TV was on. Again, the family's in there laughing loud, doing whatever they doing. And he grabbed a belt out of my aunt's closet. And you know, when you grab the little belt and do that and make the little sound, he literally looked at me in my eyes, did that with the belt, told me that he was going to use it on me. I kept walking forward and went to the bathroom. Now, in the bathroom, I'm scared. I am scared as fuck. But it's just like still in my head, okay, you can say whatever you want to. That's just you saying something. You're not physically doing anything to me. I can still walk out of this room. In the midst of me trying to walk out the room, he stopped me. I can't remember exactly how or what. But all I remember is I stood there. He put me in front of the bed, and I stood up against the bed like this, and he pulled down my pants and gave me head. I had tears coming down my face. Why I didn't scream out loud for my family, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Still to this day, I don't even know why I didn't tell anyone or why it took me as long as it did to come out. It was just, I can't even answer that. Y'all can fault me for that. Y'all can blame me for that. I really don't care. But the tears were just rolling down my face, and literally he was the first person in my life to perform oral on me. And I just sat there and cried and cried and cried. And when he was done, I pulled myself together and walked out of that room and went sat down with my family as if nothing had ever happened. And I wasn't even able to play around anymore. I just sat there, quiet. And I don't even think anyone noticed it. I don't think my mother noticed it. I don't think my aunt noticed it. Nobody noticed it. I was just there. So one day we was up in my uncle's garage, like me and a couple of my other female cousins, in which I'm not even going to disclose who they are, because still to this day they have not came out and spoke up on it. At least to my knowledge, they haven't spoke up about it. They haven't, like, I don't even think their parents know that this was happening to them too. But I don't know how the conversation came up or what, but I had like 3 or 4 of my other cousins. We were all just sitting in the in the garage one day at my uncle's house, which is the father of my cousin that was touching us. So we all had a conversation. I found out not only was he doing it to me, but he was doing it to my other female cousins as well. So we promised each other that we wouldn't say nothing, because it's like when you go through something like that, you already feel disgusted with yourself. You already feel like, even as a child, you already feel like somehow, some way, you caused this to happen to you. Or maybe if I wouldn't have did this, or maybe if I didn't do that, it's my fault. And then you always have to think about the fact that, is anybody even gonna believe me? Does this even sound believable? Like, they don't. To be real, they don't. They don't believe you. They will always choose the boy. And especially if it's something that happened with you and a family member and you have to tell an adult and it's their boyfriend, they're going to believe their boyfriend over you. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's fucked up and it's sad, but that's just the way society is nowadays. I kid you not, we still all acted cordial around this cousin. We still all pretended that it never even happened, because it's like when stuff like that happen to you, you so powerless and you just not in control, bro. It's scary. It scares you. You are scared of what they're gonna do to you if you speak out. I don't even remember if he ever told me not to say nothing. I don't remember. Like, I really wish that this whole memory could just leave my fucking head, because I don't want to have to think about it. I don't want to have to remember it. Like, if it was up to me, like, for a long time I pretended that this never even happened. Even after I came out to my family, I still pretended that it never happened. But it's just like, this R. Kelly stuff is just really blowing me, and it's really just got me out here having crazy ass dreams. It had me out here not able to sleep. It's fucking with my health, and I just can't. The second incident that I remember, which I don't even know exactly what happened, is one night my mother, I don't remember if my mother let him babysit us or if his mom was supposed to be. I think they went out together. I think our parents went out together, and being that he was older than us, they trusted him to watch us. Now, mind you, me, him, and two of my little brothers all slept in the same bed together that night in my aunt's room. I woke up. I don't even know why I woke up. I woke up with my ass literally in the air, as if I was getting it from the back, and my pants were pulled down to my knees. He was the only one up, just sitting there watching TV as if nothing happened. Now, I don't know what he did to me or why I didn't feel it when I was asleep, but right hand to God, I don't remember none of that. I don't remember it. Like, I don't remember it. All I remember is waking up like that, and I asked him about it, and he told me that my brothers did it to me. Like, he really sat there and told me, and it's like, you really gonna tell me my brothers did this to me when you have been molesting me for a while now? You want me to think and believe that my own brothers did that to me? Like, really? Really? Again, these things were happening to me in elementary school. I did not come out until my freshman year in college. And that was like 2012, 2011, 2012. So the only reason why I said something is because I got word in college that that same cousin tried to make a gay sexual pass to my brother on the internet. And anybody that knows me, even if you just know me from the internet, you know I do not play behind my mama, and I do not play behind my siblings. If I'm not going hard for something else or nobody else, and not even myself, I'm gonna go hard for them. Point blank, period. That's just the way it is. That shit really upset me to the point I felt like enough was enough, and you're not about to do that to my brothers. You're not even about to talk to them like that. So I came out. I told my aunt, which was then my favorite aunt, I told my aunt what happened. I even said one of my cousins that it happened to. And I think that she got in trouble for it happening to her for not saying nothing. It's just like, that's not how you treat a victim. That's not how you treat someone who has been through that. You don't bash them. You don't get mad at them. Bro, that is hard to talk about. I don't care what nobody's saying. Being touched the wrong way as a child, even as an adult, it is hard to speak on. You cannot put a timeline on when somebody feel comfortable enough to talk about something that they've been through that's tragic. It's already a tragic thing. It's already something that you have to deal with for the rest of your life. And it's like, why come out if nobody's going to believe me anyway? Why come out if everybody's going to put the blame on me? Why come out if people going to say, oh, well, if he wasn't being like this or if he wasn't dressing like that, maybe that's stupid. That is stupid and ignorant. And I'm sick of it. I need to stop bashing these women. Y'all need to stop bashing women. That is why people do not come out. Well, that's another reason why people don't come out about things like this. They get bashed. They get frowned upon. They get called fast-ass little girls. I didn't know shit about sex. Nothing at all. And my innocence was taken away from me. It wasn't given to someone. It was taken away from me. I shouldn't have known about sex in elementary. I did not know about sex in elementary. I had no choice but to know about that in elementary. And now that I've had the courage to speak up about it and talk to my family about it, and I don't even think they didn't do shit. I don't think they did anything. My cousin is still a free man. Whatever. I know there's still women out there who have been through something like this, who are too scared or who don't have the courage or the strength to even speak up about it. And I will be that voice for them. I still have cousins who the same exact thing happened to by the same exact guy that have not spoke up. I will be their voice because I'm not a victim at all. I am a survivor. With everything that life has thrown at me to damage me and break me down, I still stand tall through all of that. Even when I get emotional, even when whatever, I feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders, I still move past every single thing that has been designed to break me down as a person. And for those of you who cannot speak out, who will not speak out, I will. Because I accepted a lot of things I've been through in life because I felt like God put me through that because I had the strength to go through that, and also because I have the voice as well. What you're not going to do, nobody's ever going to shut me up. I don't care if people don't like to hear the truth. I do not care. I'm going to always speak. This is my truth. I'm going to always speak on it. I'm going to always speak on my life experiences, whether it like he or she don't want to hear about it, or if they feel like I shouldn't be talking about it. I do not care. Because one thing about me is you will not silence me. So, right here I'm going to be looking down because I have the National Sexual Assault Hotline number. It is 24 hours. So, if there's any women watching this who are even, you don't want to talk to a friend or family or anything about it, the number is 1-800-656-4673. I advise you to get some help. I advise you to come out because up until this day, I didn't know that anything dealing with sexual assault would be a trigger to my own past, and I'm just not realizing that, and I hate it. And again, it has caused problems recently in my life that it shouldn't be causing, and I feel like counseling is needed. A lot of things I've been through, I feel like I need to be counseled through it, and it just is what it is. I just hope more and more people start coming forward about this and speaking on it. Like, speak up, ladies, because all you have is you. You are the only one. You have to help you. You have to. You have to help you. Not only do you have to help you, you have to help the young ladies that's coming up after you who are dealing with the same things, who feel like they can't talk. You have to let them know. I'm going to let you know it is okay. It is okay. It's okay to speak up. Don't worry about people bashing you. None of that. Just speak up because you have a voice. You have a voice. No matter what you've been through, no matter what somebody has done to you, you have a voice. And even if you feel like there's 1,000 people that's not listening to you, all you need is one. All you need is one. Even if you personally come to me, I have an email, talkswithty@yahoo.com. Even if you have to come to me to talk about it, I am open ears. Open ears. Talk. Speak up. Use your voice that God gave you. I love you, Survivor Squad, and I'll see you guys in the next video.